out whether it's a buy one, get one free deal or the shampoo bottle that gives you that extra 33% at no charge.
Right, we love to walk away with more than we went in expecting. That's exactly what we're talking about now, seeking a treatment for one health issue, and that treatment improved things that Gloria McCartney didn't realize were even wrong.
That's right, and she joins us from York, Nebraska. Joins us alongside Dr. Drew Drummond from the Spinal Balance Health Center.
Welcome
Thanks
back,
for joining us.
Thank you very much.
So, Gloria, what was it? What was bothering you? What were your ailments?
Well, I had chronic back pain for basically about 30 years off and on. I dealt with chiropractors and it would help for a while and then it would come back. And then probably the last year, year and a half, it was neck pain. And I did the chiropractor thing and tried exercises and it just progressively got worse. And I ended up going to see Dr. Drummond and he cured my back, or my, have no low back pain. My neck, I have normal range of motion, doesn't hurt anymore. And I had fibromyalgia. I no longer have what I consider fibromyalgia. All of the things that I couldn't do, that gradually over time I quit doing because of issues that were going.
Like what? Any examples?
Oh, I used to walk. I live out in the country, so I would go on a nature walk, and I would walk a mile or more, and it just got to the point my hips were bothering me, so I just quit. And I really missed it. I can do it now.
Wow.
I can run a little bit. I had a granddaughter that was at my house and I was running and she looked at me and she's like, "Grandma, you can run really fast for an old person."
But what, that was probably music to your ears because
It
to a point
was.
you thought, gosh, it's been a while since
Yeah.
I've been able to do anything
Oh,
like
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's precious.
Those kids will say anything. Dr. Drummond, give us an explanation of Nucca care.
Nucca care is a treatment that revolves around the top bone of the neck. There is a bone called the atlas, and it's what your head sits on top of, and your brain stem conducts the nerve signals out to your body through the atlas. So when it's out of place, it will start interfering with nerve impulses. And nerves, as we know, control every function of the body. All the higher level functions of the body are up in the brain and brainstem, and the brain and brainstem will send nerve impulses down to the body and back up to the brain. And when this bone is out of place, it'll affect all kinds of things. One of them is body posture and body balance, but there's just a number of things are involved.
Explain what we're seeing here.
We're seeing me adjust the atlas. It's a very gentle adjustment. Very, very small misalignments of that bone occur through accidents or injuries, and if we can get that bone into a better position, it will stop interfering with the nerve impulses that are going from the brain and brainstem out to the body, and the whole body will begin functioning better, not just in terms of posture, but in terms of a lot of different
And we've talked about this before. It's a very gentle procedure.
Yeah, it's light. I think Gloria would tell you that it doesn't feel like much.
You really don't feel much, but the results. After my first adjustment, I could breathe better. Immediately I noticed I could breathe better. My whole entire body, when I walked, felt looser and more flexible. I mean, that was the first adjustment. And it's just gotten progressively worse. I keep telling him he's a miracle worker.
And you just laugh at that. But you're making a difference.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's really, the miracle's not what I do. I correct a portion of the anatomy that is interfering with the nerve physiology. I mean, the miracle really is just how well the body can recover after you get it back in line.
But as we were looking at the video there of just how extensive our nervous system is, that's why she was starting to experience, if it was the low back pain, if that was the catalyst for care, but then all of this other stuff started to fall into place.
Yeah, that's the funnest part of being an upper cervical doctor is that I get to see people come in for one particular ailment, and pain is what drives people to the doctor, whether it's back pain, neck pain, a headache. And when we start treating the body instead of treating a particular symptom, we just see that all kinds of things getting better. She's sleeping better, she's breathing better, she's got more energy, her mental outlook is even better than it was before. It's truly amazing.
Right, so you don't have to be in severe pain. And with all these New Year's resolutions going on right now, upper cervical care is an option for people who want to improve their health.
But nobody probably put that. In 2012, I resolved to take better care of my upper cervical.
My upper cervical area, right, exactly. But what they do is say, I want to exercise more. And if pain was the reason, whether it's the hips, the shoulders, the back, the neck, if pain is the reason that you're not able to exercise, you're going to have the same problem with this year's resolution as you did with last year's. So you really need to treat the body going into the new year if you want to be healthy, and then it's an amazing transformation that the body can take once the nerves start functioning
And
better.
people out there watching right now, how will they know if they're a good candidate for this type of care?
The best way is to see myself or a doctor that does something that I, as a Nucca doctor, an upper cervical doctor, and have us look at your posture, because some of the first nerves that become interfered with right in the outside areas of the brainstem are those that control posture. So we can look for various indicators and tell if there's an upper cervical misalignment. But really the identifying diagnostic is to take an x-ray, and then I can look at the upper cervical area, see if it's out of place, and see if this is something that we need to be concerned about with
She noticed a big change right away after that first visit.
Yeah.
Was that typical?
It's not everybody. I don't know if I could break it down to a percentage of how many people, but a lot of people will get off the table and they'll feel better. We'll at least see changes in posture normally the first day.
I've heard them say they're almost a little bit wobbly, where their body is starting to feel some kind of difference and they can't quite explain
Yep,
it.
oftentimes the body gets used to the imbalanced position and feels like that's normal. And when we straighten a body up quickly enough, it feels like you're crooked. I don't know if you had that experience.
No, it just felt really good because I just felt so, I don't know, I just felt more flexible, I felt looser, I felt lighter, I felt younger.
That's good.
Hey.
I know, we'll take that. And I know when Dr. Drummond starts talking about posture, we all kind of sit up a little
Right,
bit.
no kidding. And we start talking about savings, you'll sit up straight as well. More savings this time thanks to Dr. Drummond. He's generous enough to say, listen, maybe you've never heard of Nucca Care before. So he makes it more affordable that way. You're able to come in and give it a shot. So the first 30 people who call his office, you receive a consultation, the exam, and x-rays. These are not or statements. These are and, all of that for $50. So which number do you call? If you've got the phone in hand, visit their website, spinalbalancehc.com. That number is 452-3400, 452-3400, located in Millard. I know you come in from York for it, but for our viewers, that's where you're going to find them online, and that's the number you call to make the appointment.
Yeah, and tell your granddaughter you're going to be running a lot faster, too, as time goes on.
And that you're not old.
Oh yeah, they're finding that out.
Remind her you're not old. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you too.
Doc, good to see you
I
again.
appreciate it. Every time Bravada's visits,